Hey everyone, welcome back to another interesting video on Clerk. Now, in today's video, we'll be learning how we can implement Clerk authentication in our NextJS app. Okay, so you might have heard about the NextJS library, which is widely used for like handling some social authentication or credential-based authentication. But you have to write a lot of custom code to have a credential-based authentication or a social-based authentication. But in Clerk, what will happen is you just need to create an application. All the components, all the functionalities will be automatically added by Clerk. Okay, so let us have a quick demo on Clerk. Okay, so I'll create a Clerk Next.js tutorial. Okay, so this will be my application. Now, what I will do is I will go ahead and I will head on to clerk.com. Now, clerk.com, there is a typo. Okay, clerk.com. Now, here you can see this is the home page of clerk.com. Now, if I click on this dashboard, actually, I'm already logged in. So let me just sign out. And if I click on this sign in, I'll be redirected to the sign in page of Clerk. Okay, now here this is the UI that you will see after building your application. Okay, uh, now here I want to choose my account. I have linked my GitHub account actually. Okay, so I'll be choosing my GitHub account and it will just redirect me to my dashboard. Okay, so this is my dashboard. I think I don't have any projects. Yeah. So we can create one project by clicking on this create application button. And here we have the let's build a sign in component and you can see the application name. Now, if I check out the pricing of Clerk, okay, if I check out the pricing of Clerk, so you will see we have no credit card required, 10,000 monthly active users, no charge for users who sign up but never return, pre-built components and custom domain. You can add a custom domain, can have access to the pre-built components that is provided by the Clerk library. Okay, so let us name this application with the channel name. And you can see I have selected the email part. Okay, now this is the phone number. You can select phone number if you want to. Okay, so if you want to authenticate users using their phone number, so you can check on this phone number. You can also go for the username field. You can ask the users for the username and we'll keep the Google authentication as well as the GitHub authentication. You can add as many social providers you can. Okay, so you can add as many social providers as you can. You have a lot of providers right here. So I'll be adding only Google and GitHub social providers and I'll provide this email. Now I will show you some awesome functionalities that will be provided by Clerk behind the scenes. So I'll click on this create application and it will start creating a new application right here. Now you can see this is my free instance of my project. Now I can also go ahead and change this to a production environment by clicking on this create a production instance, but I will not do that right now. Now you have a lot of framework choices here. You can go with plain React and you can see here provides React Router SDK. You can see the quick start guide for React Router actually. For if you're using React Router version 7, so you will require this. Okay. I mean, if you're using the version 7 of React Router as a framework, you can uh, use this SDK of Clerk with your React Router. Okay. Now what I will do is I will just go ahead and select Next.js. Now I have to create a brand new Next.js application right now. Okay, first of all, what I will do is I'll open my terminal and I'll write npm I minus g pnpm. So I'm installing pnpm utility. Let us wait for some time and we will see this one package is looking for funding. Okay, so basically pnpm has been installed. So I'll write here pnpm create next dash app. Okay, so if I'll go ahead to the Next.js documentation, okay, nextjs.org, now you will see, if we'll go to get started, okay, uh, okay, so if you go to installation, you can go ahead and create our application using the npx command, but I have used the pnpm right now. Okay, you can use anything if you want to. Now it's asking my project name, so I'll specify a dot. Because I'm inside the Clerk Next.js tutorial directory, all the files will be spread out inside this directory if I'll provide the project name as dot. So would you like to use TypeScript? Okay, so I'll be using TypeScript. Would you like to use ESLint? Of course, I'll just give yes to everything instead of this particular turbo pack and the import alias questions. I'm giving no to the turbo pack and import alias questions right here. Okay, let us wait for some time. Okay, I just want to say you how why you should use Clerk. Okay, uh, means it's not compulsory that you should use Clerk. You can also go ahead and use the NextAuth library or your custom authentication if you can. But what the benefit is, you will get a lot of functionality behind the scenes, like social authentication, email login. Like if you're signing in with your email, what will happen is, uh, like if you're logging with your email, what will happen is you'll get an verification code to your email, so you can just log in with the verification code. We'll be configuring them later on. So let us wait for some time. Okay, so now you can see it has initialized the Next.js project right here. What I will do is I will just go ahead and open this with my Visual Studio Code. Okay, you will see there is a lot of files. There are a lot of files, including the app directory that is layout.tsx file, page.tsx file, and this is the default page for Next.js. So what I will do is I will just run here pnpm dev. Okay, now let us just go ahead and open this URL localhost port 3000. So this is now the default page now. Let me see if there's any existing token for Clerk. Let me just check out for some time. Okay, there are no cookies. Basically, I was just using Clerk just 1 hour ago, so I thought of there might be some existing cookies. Okay, so here you can see they have provided a nice documentation. We can just go ahead switch the utility from npm to pnpm. Copy this and just execute that here. Inside the terminal, look, I'll create a new terminal and execute the command right here, that is pnpm at the rate clerk slash netjs. And this is my env and clerk secret key. Now let me just do one thing. Let me just remove my display capture. What I will do is I will just copy my secret keys to a .env file. Okay. Now I'll paste them right here. Okay, and I'll close that and I'll bring back my display capture. Okay, now I have configured all of my keys right here, so I will not open the .env file accidentally. Okay, now you can see it has added the clerk library as well. Now what I will do is I will just remove this default page from here. Okay, now I will just have some empty fragments. Okay, remove this image component. This is not being used. Okay, now I will create a navbar component outside this app directory, inside the src directory, and outside the app directory. So I'll create a components folder that will have my navbar.component.tsx. Okay, now here what I will do is I'll write here export default function mapper. Okay, export default function mapper. And here what I will do is I'll just return a single element, that is nav. So class name will be flex item center justify between. Okay, padding 4, that is 1 rem. Okay, p4. And then what I will do is p4 p4 bg white. Okay, and we'll just have a shadow for this navigation bar. Now what I will do is I'll come to this layout.tsx. I will do, I'll just change the font for my entire web app. I'll use the inter font. Okay, so class name. Okay, what will be the class name? Class name will be, this will be an object with some template literals. Okay, so I'll write a inter font dot class name. Let's just save that, and I will just add a PG way 200 to this. If you'll see the page, if you'll see the page, it's looking something like this because there are some default stylings that are overriding this style. Okay, just remove those styles. Don't just remove this add that import element CSS. Just you will see some changes right here. There's some tint in the background of our body. Now let us just go ahead and bring in the nav bar. Okay, bring in the nav bar, and you will see this is our navigation bar. Let us just go ahead and add some links to this. So first of all, a link component will come from next class link href. Okay, so this will be redirecting us to home page every time we click this link. Okay, and class name will be text X font bold, okay, and text indigo 500 over text indigo 600, okay, and the title will be like, let us say, my channel, okay. Now, if we'll see, this is appearing right here. Now, I can do one thing. I can also create a list space X for, okay, and li. Copy this link and we'll just remove the text Excel from here. And here I will type font semi-bold and the initial color will be like text gray 500. If anyone hovers on it, I will change the color to text indigo 500. About and contact. You'll see there are some links here. Let us add some transitions. Okay, some transitions for this hover effect. Transition on. Okay, now you'll have some transitions for this color right here. Okay, now what I can do is I can just go ahead and I have already added the clerk library. But what we need to do is we need to configure everything before we can use the clerk. First of all, you need to ensure that your nav bar and the children part in the layout.tsx have been enclosed within the clerk provider component. So it's not providing any suggestions. I don't know why. So let's just do a custom import at the clerk slash nextjs. We'll just import clerk provider from here. Okay, clerk provider. Let us just save that and you will see nothing has changed. Actually, we have not yet done anything. Now what I will do is now I'll just go ahead here, uh, create a list item, another list item, and what I'll do is signed out. So let us just go ahead and check out if the user has signed out or is signed in. If the user signed out, we'll just show him the sign in button. Okay, we'll just show him the sign in button or else also the sign up button. Okay, if the user is signed in, if the user is signed in, we'll just show him or her the user button. Okay, now auth was called, but clerk detect users of clerk middleware. Okay, so you need to also configure the clerk middleware that you can see inside the documentation. Inside the docs, if you select your SDK, I'll select Next.js right here. App router. If you're using the pages router, you can go ahead and use the pages router as well. So this is the clerk middleware that you can add. So you can see it's writing that the middleware helps integrates clerk authentication with your Next.js application through a middleware. Now you can have some protected routes, so you can just protect your routes using the clerk middleware. So I'll just copy that snippet and I'll just create the middleware.ts file in the same folder which contains the app directory. Okay, not inside the app directory actually. We'll just create the file inside the src directory. Okay, so this is the Clerk middleware. So basically, what it's doing is it's just skipping out all the internal and static files inside Next.js and it's always running for the API routes, right? Okay. Now to save that, and if I'll see, the middleware slash middleware must have a middleware or a default function. Okay. So now it's working. Now you can see these two buttons are appearing, but they don't have a uh, good look. Okay. What I will do is, I will just write here text white BG Indigo 500 over BG Indigo 600 and transition. Okay, so what is happening is actually this classroom actually does not exist on the sign in button and sign up button component. Okay, actually that doesn't exist actually. Okay, so they do not exist. Okay, so these are the sign in and sign up button. What we can also do is, if I click on this, let us click on this sign up. Now, what we can do is, if I'll provide my credentials like my email and my password, what will happen is, to show you. Okay. Now continue. Now it will automatically send me a verification email to my email address that I just provided. So mail.google.com. Now, okay. So this is my verification code. Copy this. And what I will do is I'll paste it here. Wait a second. Copy, paste, and okay. After successful verification, you can see this is my application right here. This is my username. Okay. And what I can do is I can actually upload my picture if I want to. Okay, let us just upload my picture. Okay, now you can see it has been uploaded and it is showing like this now. And we can add another email address to this account and connect our account. Like let us say we are connecting our GitHub account. So we can authorize Clerk to our GitHub account, and you will see we can connect also the Google account. Okay, now connect the Google account, continue. Okay, now if it's the security part, this is our password. We can also change our password. If you want to update your password, you can change, you can update your password. Okay, now sign out. Okay, now these are the sign in and sign up components. We can also do one thing, that we can also create our own sign in and sign up pages. So inside this app directory, what I will do is I will put a sign in page. Okay, so if you'll see the documentation, let us go ahead with the documentation. Add a custom sign in or sign up page. Okay, the following is an example demonstrate how to render the sign in component on a dedicated page using the NextJS optional catch-all route. Okay, now what I will do is I will create a sign in page. Okay, so this is the folder naming convention. What I will do is I'll create a catch-all route. import sign in from @clerk slash NextJS, export default function. Now sign in page. Okay, I will return a diff class, class name. Okay, min h screen. Okay, min h screen and h. I will not give any height, just my4 or my6. Let us say flex pawn items center, justify center. Just have the sign in component right here. Okay, save it, copy this, and also we can have our own sign up page. Okay, now so just name it as page.tsx or page.ts. Okay, so just have this sign up component, right here. And what we can do is now we can also remove this two buttons from here. We can add two links. Okay, so if class flex space x4 sign in and sign up. Okay, and so this should be having the bg Indigo 600 from, I will say, we want the background to just change from BG Indigo 500 to BG Indigo 600, and the text should be white. Okay, so copy this class name. We'll have the same for the second button. Okay, so slash sign in and slash sign up. Okay, if we'll see, this is our application looking like this. But what I will do is I will just add some padding right here. ex4 ey1. Okay, and some rounded corners. ex3 ey1. Okay, so this looks good. Now, if I'll click on this, what will happen is it will take me to the sign in page. Now you can say this is my sign in page, and also we can also sign up for our accounts. Okay, so what we can also do is if I'll see now, if I'll try to log in with my email address, let us say I'm logging in with my email address. Okay, so it's asking me for my password. If I select use another method, email code to this email that I have provided. Now you'll see it will just send me another email right here. Let's wait for some time. Okay, so this is my verification code that I will need to log in with. Okay, so now we are logged in. Now I can also click on sign up. Now what I will do is I'll go here inside configure. So I can just uncheck this verification code. I just want this Email verification link as well. I'll not use this verification code because this is a numeric type thing. So everyone can guess it actually. So I'll not use this email verification code. Instead, I will use email verification link. Okay, what I can do is I can ask the user for their username, okay, and also for the name. If I'll save this, if I'll go to sign up page, reload this, you will see we have this first name, username, email address, and password. It's being asked right, but we don't need the name field. We can have the username field. Okay, so if I reload, only username, email address, and password. Now inside the sign in, you'll see email address or username. So I'll provide my email address. So it's asking my password, but I will use the email link. Okay, now it will just sign in me. It will just, okay. Now let us see how the forgot password thing works. Okay, so I don't have any username particularly now, so I'll just use my email. Let us see what happens with forgot password. So if I click on this forgot password, sign in with another method or email link to this component right here. Now, if I'll open my mail, your sign in link. So it has automatically sent me a sign in link. Okay, so I can click on this. Now you will see this is my profile icon. Okay. Now what I can also do is I can also create a user profile page. So file. Okay, and this will be a catch all route paste.tsx and just copy everything from this uh everything from here. Okay, user profile page. Okay, so save that and let us see the documentation. Okay, the user button. I'll see the clerk components. This is the user button. Okay, what I can do is I can just write here some props. I can some declare some props like user profile mode, that is navigation. Okay, let's go ahead and reload this. manage account and let us see what happens. Okay, so you can see that our this page is appearing right here, our profile page. Now you can see we have not written a single line of code. Still, we have all the amazing functionalities. Now I can also set my username as Clerk. Okay, so save that. Okay. We can also add some email addresses, change our password and everything. Okay, so we have not written a single line of code right here. So what we need to do is we have to actually add the sign out button. Okay, now what we can do is we can add our sign up button right here. Okay, now copy this. Okay, and what I will do is I will add a button with class name this sign out. Okay, and let's see what happens here. Okay, it's happening like this. So flex item center. Uh, flex item center. Okay, space X4. Okay, and we can also do one thing. We can also change, or we can also remove this. Uh, like we can also customize this user button. Two issues. What happened? User profile dot page can only accept. Okay, so actually there's no option for customizing this user profile. Okay, so we can do something like this. Okay, we can't actually do anything like this. So what we need to do is we can only just customize the sign out button. Okay, I think we can also customize the sign in and sign out button, sign in and sign up button. Okay, so let us see the sign in and sign up components, sign in button and wait a second, sign in button. Okay, so what are the redirects? Okay, so user file no. Let us see. Okay, so we have to actually use that one, right? We can only use this link part. Now, what I can do is if I click on this sign out here, let me just change the cursor to pointer for all of these buttons right here. Cursor to pointer. Click on sign out and we'll be signed out for now. Now, if I click on sign in, we can also go ahead with our Google account. Now, this has been actually already connected. So we can also manage the like height and width of the image. Uh, Inside the user button, I think mm, we can actually change the height and width of the image that we are using. Okay, inside user button, uh, let us see. What it accepts right here. If we have to see there. Okay, we don't need so much of customization. I think it's looking good. Okay, sign in, sign out button, and this profile icon. If I click on this, we have this manage account, and if I click on the sign out, I can also remove this sign out if I want to. Can I remove that? Okay, so we can also remove this action right here because we already have a sign out button. So we can click on this and we can get signed out. Okay, so I took 1 minute, 1.5 minutes longer, so that is a wastage of time. Okay, so still we learned a lot of things like how to use Clerk now, why to use Clerk also. Okay, now I will keep this tutorial right here and I will see you in the next video.